Good morning, everybody. Thought I'd squeeze in a quick video. I'm off wearing one of my other hats today. I'm off teaching some bushcraft to some weans at a local school, and then I'm off to Carry On Camping Festival. We got the Bishop's opening. Always spicy. So you know somebody who plays this, it's like facing a Danish or a King's Gambit player. You know they're up for it, right? So, where is opponent from? Moldova. Well, isn't that a curious move? So, the only reason I could think for that, for f3, is he wants to stop the advance of my knight. But d5 comes now, and I am going to regain my pawn. Unless he comes back to here, but if he comes back to... yeah, there you go. Okay. So now this bishop... So I'm now saying to white... You've thrown your bishop out into the board, but then I've gained the centre, and what's more, I'm about to get my pawn back. Now, I don't necessarily have to recapture right now. I could continue to develop, see if he wants to push g4 and give himself a horrendous kingside. But I don't see a good argument not to develop the bishop. You know, it's not like it's a waste of a move, because it means I get my queen's bishop comes out in the board, might drop back down to g6. Eyeing up the c-pawn, possibly, you know. Get a knight down there. You never know. But now, look at this central control we have, right, with the Calabrese. And he's moved the bishop again! Hell's bells. Okay. Well, my initial instinct is takes and c-takes, giving you d-I-q-p, dick p, double isolated queen's pawns. An alternative could be like queen d7, and if white takes, I take with the queen, not from that square, from that square. Then I'm eyeing up c2, which is defended by the queen. Could walk into g4, which is not really an issue. But, I mean, g6 is also a thought. Then if takes, I put g takes, f5, giving myself a huge centre. And this bishop has now moved 3 times. Okay, so if I were to play g6 with the idea of this, that's the point. I still have the option of bishop takes d3. I'll be wanting to castle long, which is no bad thing. I've got knight c6 is fine. Bishop can come out to here or here. Let's try that. Let's play g6. And capture towards the centre. And now look at this. Bang. And where? Where is white? Where is white in this game? You know there's a principle of don't move the same piece twice in the opening. I give you this position. 7 moves white's played. Move 2 was a bishop move. Move 5, move 6, and move 7, it went off the board. Now, I'm not saying I'm winning here. But I'm very happy right now. Okay, knight c6, good developing move, preparing to castle. I want to find a home for this bishop. This may come, which is fine. I can kick it down when it arrives. I think knight c6. There's no light squared bishop. There's nothing to get in the way. It means this pawn is defended. Now, so right now this pawn is defended 2 times. This pawn is defended once. This guy here ain't defended at all. We just need to bear that in mind. I might just lift my queen to d7. And a pawn move, man. Queen d7 and castles feels good. That means that all my pawns are defended. Yeah, I want to get castled, and then I want to crack on with the day's events. I want to go after this guy here. See that guy there? Okay, this does not concern me. I'm thinking maybe bishop e7. Well, I have to really, because the queen's no longer defending the knight. If you want to throw away all your bishops, then be my guest. Okay, immediate candidate moves are castles and h6 with the kick on the bishop. If the bishop retreats here... Okay, what's he doing with this knight? Nothing. He can't go there or there or there. So he's only really got one square. I could just castle now. I think I shall. And I think black is definitely better. I've actually completed development. This is move 11. Opponent is at least 3 moves away from completing development. And I am kind of inclined to hit the bishop, but also, like rook h8 hits the bishop and actually skewers it on the g-pawn. So from tomorrow I'm going to be up from like 6 a.m. until 11 p.m. midnight selling food. This is... I'd put black at like -2 here, although material is equal. It would be interesting to see. I wonder whether white has like a stock attack or trap with the bishop's opening, but he's really, really misplayed this, I have to say. I do think so. And now he's having a right good think. His longest move so far is 17 seconds, which was this move. Everything else he's played almost instantly. And now he's used, a minute of his time. So, do openings matter? 100%. Does remembering lots of theory matter? Not at this level. Not at the beginner level. It can help you to arrive safely in the middle game or with a slight edge in the middle game. That's absolutely fine. But it's not helped my opponent here. What's that? Friend requests? Yeah, a couple of friend requests. Now what's he doing? What are you doing? So let's have a think, right? You don't switch your brain off when your opponent's thinking, yeah? Or if your opponent's taking a long time, or if your opponent may be quitting the game. E4 threatens the center. It has 2 supporters and there's 2 pawns there, right? So we could trade everything off, which really opens things up in the middle of the board. My question is, do I want to play like rook h8 first? And the answer is probably yes, probably. But before I do that, maybe I want to push this pawn, because I can't push that pawn and kick the bishop if I've moved my rook out of the way, because the bishop can just take my pawn. So I might want to do this first, and then, because that's also a tempo move, right? It's a tempo gaining move. Tempo is the Italian word for time. That's what it means. It means it doesn't cost me any time in terms of my progression into the game to make that move, because it means that my opponent then has to spend his next move, if he's got any sense at all, retreating his bishop. And he doesn't have all that many good places to retreat it to. For example, if he comes here, then... oh, look! Guys, we have a move. We have a move. Yeah, so h6 now. If he comes here, I'll kick him again with one of these pawns. If he comes here, oops, h6, bishop there. I can actually hit the queen. What? No, hang on, that's even better, right? If you find a good move. So I think this is reasonable. He might go back there, but then knight d4 now, I'm hitting the queen and c2. Do you remember we talked about c2 earlier on when we used to have a light square bishop? Now the queen has deserted the d1 square, she's not defending c2. So I do believe, and this is a move that we very, very often get in these openings, is knight d4. I mean, you get it in the Vienna as well. Actually, it's one of the things that I really try and look out for when I'm playing the Vienna with the white pieces. I hit the queen has to go back to d1. And excuse me, my knight is kind of He's made progress up the board. I could play like queen there, maybe something. I'm going to play it. It's another tempo move. Notice both my knights are now on... Oh, what? Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, it's attacking my knight. I have this and winning the rook. Then bishop takes this. Oh, yeah. I just forgot to ask myself what changes in that case. So, if I go here, takes discovered attack on the queen with check. Queen comes back to here, rook takes. Queen comes back to here, rook takes. So I think getting a rook onto e8 means the queen can't take the knight. I play rook e8, bishop takes here, I take, queen is pinned. So I'm not going to play this move yet. That was an oversight on my part. But I don't think, tactically, I don't think we're doing too bad. Huh. This and takes, I win the queen. This, queen takes knight. Ah. This, I threaten checkmate and defend the knight. Yeah, nothing else matters, as the song goes. You take that, boom, end of game. So c3 is going to come. But the pawn can't take the knight because the pawn is pinned. Anywhere the pawn is on this file, while the queen is there and the king is there, the pawn is pinned. Also, I have a check potentially. Push, takes with check, takes. And the king side falls apart. And this bishop's looking really, really deadly. Yeah, I've managed to stumble unwittingly into a tactical quagmire. But I think I may be okay. Okay. I'm seriously expecting this move to come. I don't know what... Oh. Didn't think that. I buggered this up, haven't I? Buggered it right up. I'm a piece and a pawn down. Okay, I'm going to hit the bishop. And I'm expecting this, but the thing is, if I get my bishop on here, I'm very much targeting down this corner anyway. We're going to fight for it. Let's fight. See, all of that great stuff here we're doing absolutely fine, right? And this, I didn't spot that I'd undefended a pawn. So what I needed to do is say, okay, well, if queen takes, how are we looking? Could the queen have just taken the knight there? But yeah, it's just sloppy play. It's just sloppy play, that's all it is. But you know, piece and a pawn. Plenty of games have been lost and won from positions like that. All right. So right now I'm still defending twice. I can't attack his queen. Well, I'm in a pickle, Mr. Frodo, and no mistake. I'm going to defend the knight again, because I'd like to free up my queen. I don't really want to trade bishops. I might need that bishop. What a plonker. It's the curse of the video making as well, to some degree. Takes. The queen then defends the corner as well. I'd love to be able to move my knight with an attack to avoid that kind of consequence. This is a thought. Queen can't take the knight first then because rook takes. So that I think is a... Oh no. Knight takes me. See? No, it's a really tricky position now. I haven't got anything. That, and I blocked the queen's defense of the knight, so I literally lose my knight. Not good at all. Here, and takes. He can't, right, because he's not developed his knight. That's not the end of the world, but I can't attack with my pawn either. Can I attack with that pawn? No, I'm in a right pickle now. I think that's resignable, and I'm going to see what the eval is. It's going to be like, yeah, +3. But let's see how well we were doing up to that point. Yeah, I was doing really, yeah, like I said, nearly +3, +4.6 at this point. Oh, after queen takes, that's not good. Oh, what did I miss? I played like 1100 level? Yeah, I should have just gone straight in, grabbed the free stuff, prevented him from castling. And I'm absolutely fine. I didn't do that, I did this. And then just blundered my knight, and that's really the end of the game. Simple as that. But yeah, like I was saying about the curse of the video making, especially after I got into a really, really good position. You know, I'm then thinking, oh, this is going really well, this video. You know, everyone's going to get so much, let's pile on the pressure, right? And just got sloppy. I forgot to watch my back, that's all it was. Simple as that. Simple as that. So it's always a good lesson. It's this balance, isn't it? This balance between attacking, defending, coordinating your pieces. And this is actually quite a typical pattern for me. You know, I earn myself a really, really good position coming into the middle game, and then I blow it. But there you go. You know, my opponent did the right thing. He hung in. I mean, he played the opening terribly badly. There's an issue here. -3 here. I lost my winning advantage. I should have just traded bishops. But I like that. You know, I did that, and that was a great move. But now my advantage is gone. That's really interesting. But yeah, maybe I should have just, like you know, like the other thing, just cash in. When you see the opportunity, I earned that opportunity to snatch his bishop off the board, make it impossible for him to castle long. In the end, he castled long and was absolutely fine. So, good lesson there, right? And again here, that was not the move. I should have just taken here, won the rook. Forget that, right? So here, if I take, he's in check, right? Let's say he goes here. I think I just take the rook. Yeah, I take the rook. Now he can. Bishop takes f6 is playable, but not best. I take with the bishop. Queen takes. And I've got a winning position here. Yeah, queen a4 check, that's it. I just didn't play that through, did I? Didn't even work it through. That's what I've got to do. So, fantastic. Oh, no, actually, I'm threatening mate. Oh, he's got to push b3. I take. Yeah, threatening a discovered check. Yeah, this is just terrible. This is terrible. This is -8 for black. And it was right there for the taking. And I stuffed it up. I blame you. I think it's your fault. You distracted me. All right. Anyway, off to the festival. Off to a day of teaching first. Thanks for watching. See you later.